Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video we are discussing cell envelope and its modifications. Okay, so now cell envelope and its modifications. Now in this video, what are the main important points are there? Now all important points are important for NEET examination. Okay, now listen carefully. Cell envelope consists of a tightly bound structure. Okay, tightly bound structure, that is made up of 3 layered, or that is 3 layered structure. Okay, one more time. Cell envelope consists of a tightly bound 3 layered structure. Okay, tightly bound 3 layered structures. So there, what are those? So outermost protecting layer or outermost layer glycocalyx, followed by the cell wall and then the plasma membrane or cell membrane. So first of all, so if you take the structure of the cell envelope, there are definitely how many layers are there? 3 layers are there. So 3 layers, what are those? First one is glycocalyx, next one is cell wall, and the next one is plasma membrane or cell membrane. In 3 layers are there. Now out of 3 layers, sir, which one is the first one or outermost one, sir? Means once you see outermost one, glycocalyx is outermost one. Later, just below the glycocalyx, now we will see the presence of cell wall, and just below the cell wall we will observe the plasma membrane. Okay, likewise here, like one sequential order we can see. Later, although each layer of the envelope performs the distinct function. So here, although each layer means here we may say, sir, 3 layers definitely are there. No, 3 layers of protection only, sir, means once you see here, what is the point? Although each layer of the envelope performs the distinct function. So 3 layers are there. These 3 layers having individual work. Separate functions are there, individual work is there, they act together as a single protective unit. 1 minute, listen carefully. 3 layers, so each layer envelope performs the distinct function. So separate unique function is there, individual function is there, and all together performing one single function, that is protection. Okay, so means all together act as a single protecting unit. Next one, bacteria can be classified. From here onwards, important. Bacterial members. So bacterial members or the bacteria can be classified into 2 groups. So bacteria members or the bacteria classified into 2 groups on the basis of their differences in the cell envelopes. So means here, what is the point? Here cell envelopes are there, 3. So there some kind of differences we can find out. Okay, because of the differences in the cell envelopes and the manner in which they respond to the staining procedure. Okay, staining procedure developed by the Graham, which means Christian Graham and his colleagues. Okay, actually here Christian Graham only, but in our textbook they have given like that. So Christian Graham developed the Graham staining technique. So what is the point? So our knowledge point of view means, once you see here, the bacteria members are classified into 2 groups on the basis of the differences of the cell membrane or differences in the cell envelopes and the manner in which they respond to the staining. Not a strain, staining. Staining color. Okay, staining procedure developed by the Christian Graham. And means here, so there are two different types of bacterial members are there. One is so gram positive and one more is gram negative. Let me give small information regarding these two. So one is gram positive and one more is gram negative. Suppose if the bacterial cell wall receives or take the staining, means take the color, so means that particular color absorbed by the particular cell envelope means, so such kind of bacteria member simply we will be taking as gram positive. Suppose if the color not absorbed by the cell or the bacterial cell, no, that particular bacteria we will be taking as gram negative. Once you see one more time, now you see the information. Those that take up of the gram stain are called or gram positive, and others that do not are known as gram negative. So thereby here bacterial members we can be divided into, or we can classified into two types. So classified into two types. So what are those? One is gram positive and one more is gram negative. Now glycocalyx. The glycocalyx differ in a composition. Glycocalyx differs in a composition and thickness among the different bacteria. One more time, glycocalyx differs in a composition and thickness. So definitely, so composition point of view and thickness point of view, definitely we can find the differences in a bacteria or in glycocalyx. So that could be a loose sheath, means here thereby here we can divide the glycocalyx members or the glycocalyx is divided into two types. So suppose if the glycocalyx it could be a loose sheath. Suppose if the glycocalyx could be a loose sheath, means that particular loose sheath we will be taking as a slime layer in some members, while in others, no, it may be thick and tough. Suppose if the glycocalyx seems to be very thick and tough, means that will be we will be calling as a capsule. A point you understood. So one more time, once you see, glycocalyx differs in a composition and thickness among the different bacteria. It could be loose sheath called slime layer in some bacteria members, and while others it may be thick and tough is called capsule. So likewise here the glycocalyx members or the glycocalyx composition based on the composition and thickness, no. So two different types of layers. So one is a loose layer and one more is a thick and tough layer. So loose sheath structure now we will be taking as a slime layer, and a thick and a tough one we will be taking as capsule. Next one, the cell wall. The cell wall determines the shape of the cell. This is the important point. So many examinations they are asking this bit. So here, what is a cell wall is there? No, that particular cell wall determines. So that particular cell wall determines the shape of the cell. That particular cell wall determines the shape of the cell and provides the strong structural support to prevent the bacterium from the bursting and collapsing. Two important things are there. So bacterial cell wall is there, no, that provides or that determines the shape of the particular bacterial cell, or that which provides the particular shape to the bacterial cell, and one more, it provides a strong structural support. Which one? So definitely this particular bacterial cell wall provides strong structural support. So strong structural support. Sir, why sir? What is the use of this structural support? Means to prevent the bacteria from bursting and collapsing. So definitely, so which one is required? Bacterial cell wall is required. So for maintenance of shape and protection from the bursting and collapsing. So bursting or collapsing. Okay, next one, actually here one more function also is there, but they didn't mention. So definitely protects from the desiccation. Desiccation means loss of water. Why they didn't mention, I don't know, but so here cell wall function, one more function is there, so which protects the bacteria from the desiccation problem. So desiccation means, so suppose from the bacteria tanni loss avana problem. So at the time, no, definitely bacterial cell wall protects the bacteria from the desiccation. That particular point also we can save in our mind. Next one, the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is selectively permeable. Very, very important. The nature of the plasma membrane is selectively permeable in nature. So selectively permeable in nature and interacts with the outer world. Important. Actually, once you see here, the plasma membrane is there, no? So this particular plasma membrane situated after the cell wall. First of all, glycocalyx is there, outermost protecting layer. Later cell wall is there. Later cell membrane is there, isn't it? If this particular cell membrane or the plasma membrane is selectively permeable in nature and interacts with the outer world. Once you see there, outer side world. Okay, means here out of these three layers, according to the textbook information point of view, which one interacts with the outer side world, means our answer must be plasma membrane. Okay, but structurally seems to be inside, but functionally point of view, it interacts with the outer side world. Next one, this membrane is a similar structurally to that of the eukaryotes. Means here cell membrane is there, no? Cell membrane of prokaryotic cells. So what is the cell membrane structure we are observing in case of prokaryotic cell membrane? No? So same kind of structure, structurally similar structurally to that of the eukaryotic cell membrane. My dear students, this point you try to say. Okay, means there are different types of differences we can find in between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, but what is the main important similar point we can find out now? What is the cell membrane structure we are finding in the prokaryotic cell? No? So even in eukaryotes also same kind of structure and function we will observe. So thereby structurally it is similar to the prokaryotic cell with the eukaryotic cell. Okay, means eukaryotic cell membrane similar with the prokaryotic cell membrane showing similarities with the eukaryotic cell membrane. So that is my point. Next one, a special membrane structure. Already this particular point we have learned. A special membrane structure is the mesosome, which is formed by the extensions of the plasma membrane or cell membrane. So means already this particular point we have learned. What is the point we learned? A special membranous structure is there. A special membranous structure we will be calling as a mesosome, definitely which is formed by the extensions of the plasma membrane, okay, into the cell. Next one, these extensions, so means here somewhat remaining information is related to the mesosome. So one more time I will revise, later I will move that side. Now once you see, so what is the side heading? That is cell envelope and its modification. So now here cell envelope point of view, there are three layered structure we will be finding. Outermost protecting layer is glycocalyx, later followed by cell wall and then followed by cell membrane. So now here, even though these three are seems to be different, no? So means here unique functions are there for each and every one, and all together performs the single protective in function. Next one, what is the point? Next one, bacterial members are classified into two types based on the cell envelopes or the different which one? So differences in the cell envelopes and how they will respond to the staining, which is our staining process was developed by Gram. Next one, so that the take up the, so means suppose here now only we see, no, so two different types of bacterial members are there, gram positive and gram negative. Suppose if the bacterial member take up the stain or take up the color, means so such kind of bacterial members we will be taking as gram positive. Suppose if the bacterial members are not taking the color, means that particular bacterial members we will be taking as gram negative. Next one here, the glycocalyx information point of view. So based on the composition and thickness of that particular calyx, no. So two different types of bacterial members or two different types we can see in concern of glycocalyx. Suppose if it is being like a loose sheath structure, means we will be taking as a slime layer. And if it is like a thick and tough, means that we will be taking as capsule. Next one, cell wall definitely provides a shape and protects the bacteria from the bursting or collapsing. And also one more, definitely protects the bacteria from, means cell wall protects the bacteria from loss of water, that is only desiccation we will be calling. Next one, plasma membrane is selectively permeable in nature and interacts with the outer world. This important point definitely. Next one, a special membranous structure is there which is formed by the extensions of the plasma membrane known as mesosome. So next one of these, what is the use of this mesosome and what are the important points of this mesosome means. Once now you see here the extensions. So what are the extensions are there? No, all these extensions, the extensions of the plasma membrane. So we will be taking like this. So the extensions of this plasma membrane, these extensions are in the form of, so here we will be finding of there are different types of forms are there of mesosomes. So these extensions are in the form of first line vesicles, tubules and lamellae. Means mesosome we will be finding, no, this particular mesosome will be like vesicles or will be like tubules or will be like lamellae. Means these three forms, any one of the form definitely will be there, either vesicles or tubules or lamellae. Next one, they help in cellular formation. Listen carefully. So they help in cell wall formation. DNA replication and distribution to daughter cells or a distribution of daughter cells. Next one more, they also helps in 1.1 listen. So mesosomes, how many forms are there? 3 forms are there: vesicles, tubules, lamellae. Next one, what are the functions or what are the uses of these mesosomes means? Definitely helps in cell wall formation and definitely helps in DNA replication and definitely helps in distribution of daughter cells or distribution to daughter cells. Next one, they also helps in respiration, secretion processes. They also helps in secretion and they also helps in respiration and secretion processes and to increase the surface area of the plasma membrane. So means here, listen carefully. So one mele, what are the point we seen? Cell wall formation point of view, DNA replication point of view, distribution of daughter cells or distribution to the daughter cells. Next one, respiration, secretion and increasing the surface area of the plasma membrane and enzymatic content. Likewise, most of the metabolic activities or most of the main important points all are will be under the control of mesosome. So here there are different types of functions. This ellame NEET examination point of view important. Actually this information textbook information only, but NEET examination point of view so many times they are asking these bits. Okay, next one, some prokaryotes. So from here onwards again let us see. Now in prokaryotes like cyanobacteria, there are other membranous extensions. One more time you see so in some prokaryotic members of cyanobacteria means blue green algae, already previous video we see, no, there are other membranous extensions are there. Their extensions, membranous extensions are there, but those extensions are not coming from the cell membrane, other membranous. Other some kind of other membranous extensions are there into the cytoplasm. These other membranous extensions we will be taking as chromatophores. What we are calling chromatophores. Chromatophores. Next one, now here in a cyanobacteria, now chromatophores are present. In cyanobacteria, what is the thing we are finding? Chromatophores. In cyanobacteria, chromatophores are present. Then what is the use of these chromatophores, sir? Means once you see the use of this one is definitely contains pigments. Pigments are there means definitely involves in the process of photosynthesis. Cyanobacteria members, definitely other membranous extensions are present. So these membranous extensions of the cytoplasm known as chromatophores, so they contain pigments. Contain the pigments and performs the different functions. So mostly photosynthesis. Next one, bacterial cells may be motile. So what are the bacterial cells are there? No, they may be motile or non-motile. Motile or non-motile means here both types we can be taken. If motile, suppose if the bacteria is motile, they have thin filamentous extensions. So they have thin filamentous extensions from their cell wall. So means suppose if the bacteria is motile, they have thin filamentous extensions. So these are filamentous extensions also from the cell wall. These kind of filamentous extensions we will be taking as flagella. So definitely this particular flagella is required for the motility purpose. Means, so suppose if the bacteria it would like to move from one place to another place, means definitely so thin filamentous extensions which are developed from the cell wall definitely required. That particular thin filamentous extension only our subject point of view calling as flagella. Next one, bacteria show a range in the number and the arrangement of flagella. This neat information I explain I will give you this one. Still a lot of information to be explained. So neat information point of view. Sorry, right. Now bacteria show a range in the number and the arrangement of a flagella. Number point of view and arrangement of flagella point of view. So still a lot of information to be discussed. Next one, bacteria. Bacterial flagella is composed of three different types of parts. Suppose means if you take the structure, if you see the structure of bacterial flagellum, here sometimes I have written a flagella and sometimes I have written as a flagellum. Sir, what is the difference between a flagella and a flagellum? Means flagellum singular, flagella plural. Point you understood, means this flagellum means that giving information of only one. Flagella means giving information of many. I hope you understood, right? Now suppose if you take one particular flagellum is composed of three parts. So what are those? Filament, hook and basal body. What are those? Filament, hook and basal body. Next one, the filament is the longest portion and extends from the cell surface to the outer side. So one more time. So here what is a filament that we will be taking now? That particular filament, filament is the longest portion and extends. If filament means first one only, no. If three parts are there in flagellum. So filament, hook and basal body. If filament is the longest portion and extends from the cell surface to the outer side. So from that will be there from the cell surface to outer side which is situated, or that particular filament is situated. Now besides to the flagella, next one, besides to the flagella, pili and fimbriae. So means few more structures are there. So beside to the flagella, pili and fimbriae structures also are there. These pili and fimbriae are what are the uses of them means once you see. So are also surface structures of the bacteria only, but do not play in motility. So means actually structures point of view there are different type of structures are there. Flagella is there, pili is there, fimbriae is there, but what is the organ which helps in the locomotion means definitely we can say very clearly that is a filament, but pili and fimbriae not helps in motility means locomotion. Suppose if the organism would like to move from one place to another place means our subject point of view we are calling as motility or locomotion. Listen carefully. Next one, the pili. So then what is the uses of these pili and fimbriae means? Now that information only we will discuss once you see. The pili is elongated tubular structures made up of specially proteins. So here pili is elongated tubular structures made up of special protein. Next one, fimbriae are here they didn't give one information. So sexapili here we can be taken. So sexapili so definitely helps in sexual reproduction. So definitely I will explain while explanation of neat information. Next one, fimbriae is a small bristle-like fibers sprouting out of the cell. So fimbriae also another kind of structure we have seen now, that small bristle-like fibers sprouting out of the cell. In some bacteria they are known to help to attach the bacteria to the rocks. So then what is the use of this? what is the use of this one now? Fimbriae means here definitely this particular Fimbriae helps to get the attachment with the rocks. Means so suppose even human beings also while walking more and more time, not definitely, so they would like to take rest. So definitely how they will take rest now? So by sitting. Even bacteria also, when it is moving from the one place to another place with the help of a flagella, suppose if it would like to sit over there any kind of rocks or any kind of substrate, means definitely that particular bacteria get support to the or get support with the rocks or get attached to the rocks by means of Fimbriae. So that's why here what is the point here we are discussing? Once you see in some bacteria, they are known to help to attach the bacteria to the rocks in streams and also to the host tissues. Means host tissue ki attachment point of view and rocks and some kind of a substratum ke in streams nalli attach panne ke definitely, so definitely Fimbriae help. So what is the information until now we have seen? So suppose if you take a mesosome there, so 3 different types of structures are there. First line vesicles, tubules and lamellae. So there are different functions are there once you go through this. Next one, like extensions of the cell, even in a cyanobacteria also other membranous extensions are there. So those extensions we will be calling as chromatophores, contains pigments, helps in preparation of food materials. And bacteria's members mostly motile or maybe motile or non-motile. Motile means definitely they will be having thin filamentous structures known as flagella, and flagella parts, 3 parts are there: filament, hook and basal body. Okay, next one, Fimbriae along with the flagella, pili and Fimbriae also are there. These are also extensions only, like surface structures only, but will not play an important role in motility. Do not play a role in motility. Next one, pili is elongated tubular structures made up of single protein, special protein. Next one, Fimbriae definitely is, suppose if you take the structure of a Fimbriae, small bristle like structures or the fibers are there, so which are sprouting out of the cell. Next one, some bacteria, they know, so they are known to help attach the bacteria to the rocks and where in streams and also to the host tissues. Definitely what is the use of this Fimbriae means get attachment or get attachment or get support from the nearer substratums or host cells. Now next one is side heading, small side heading, ribosomes. In prokaryotes, ribosomes are attached or associated with the plasma membrane of the cell. Important ribosomes in prokaryotes point of view. So these ribosomes are attached to are present in the prokaryotes and attached to the are associated with the plasma membrane of the cell. Important. If cell membrane is or the plasma membrane, there we can see the presence of ribosomes. Where in case of prokaryotes, and they are about 15 nanometers to 20 nanometers in size. So here what are the ribosomes or what are the ribosomes are there in prokaryotes? All are get attached or associated with the plasma membrane, and the sizes point of view, definitely ribosomes consist of 15 to 20 nanometers in size. So now this is some more information regarding today's class. Means here in this particular case, overall what is the point? Cell envelopes and its modifications we discussed, and later mesosome we discussed. Apro mesosome functions we seen. Next one, flagella we seen, and flagella parts we seen. So then what are the uses of flagella we seen? Along with the flagella, pili and Fimbriae, some kind of structures also are there, but all those structures are not helps in motility, but locomotion or the motility point of view. So which one plays an important role means only flagella. And Fimbriae use means definitely it get attachment with the substratum or rocks where in streams, and definitely Fimbriae also helps to get the attachment with the host tissues. Next one, ribosomes point of view, in prokaryotes, generally ribosomes are associated with the plasma membrane of the cell. Next one, the size is concerned, ribosomes in prokaryotes 15 nanometers to 20 nanometers in size will be there. So this is somewhat information related to the today's class. Okay, listen and watch these videos carefully and gain the knowledge so simultaneously. So thank you and be safe at home.